Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, good morning. How are you? I hope all of you are doing well. Today we are going to learn about the development of atomic model. Before that, let's begin praying. Okay, let's start our lesson. I have the picture and take a look the picture and what do you think? Which the atomic model is the oldest?
Dalton, Miss.
Great. Thus are the gases. Some of you may be right. We will to explore how scientists develop a better model based on new discoveries. Let's start with John Dalton. Dalton proposed the atoms are tiny, spare. They cannot be divided into the smaller particle. His model was simple, like a small solid ball. This was the earliest atomic model. Later, J.J. Thomson discovered the electron. Because of this, he changed the atomic model. Thomson said that atoms are not solid, indivisible, spare as Dalton believed. Instead, he found that atoms contain tiny negative charged particles called electrons. Since the atom as a whole is neutral, Thomson suggests that the positive charge must come from a sphere of positive material. The electrons are spread through this sphere, like a rising scarlet in a pudding. Because of this, his model is called the plum-pudding model. This model was important because it was the first to show that atoms are made of the smaller subatomic particles. Next, Ernest Rutherford. Ernest Rutherford performed the Goldfire experiment. He saw tiny alpha particles at a very thin sheet of goldfire. Most of the particles passed straight through, but surprisingly, some were deflected, and a few even bounced back. This unexpected because according to Thomson's model, the positive charge was spread out evenly, so all particles should have passed through easily. Rutherford concluded that atoms must have a small, dense, positively charged center called the nucleus. Almost of the mass of the atom is in this nucleus, the electron, which are very light, move around the nucleus in mostly empty space. This new model replaced Thomson's idea because the experiment provided strong evidence that atoms are not solid sphere with charge mixed inside, but mostly empty space with a concentrated nucleus in the center. Finally, Niels Bohr. Niels Bohr improved the atomic model by proposed that electrons move in fixed orbits around the nucleus, which he called energy levels. Also, Bohr suggests that each orbit has a specific amount of energy, and electrons can only stay in this a lot packed. They cannot move freely anywhere around the nucleus. Bohr also explained that electrons can jump from one energy level to another. When an electron absorbs energy, it moves to higher levels. When it loses energy, it falls back to a lower level and releases light. This idea helps scientists understand why atoms give off specific colors of light and heightened or energized. Each element has its own unique set of energy levels, so it produces a unique color pattern called line spectrum. Bohr's model was a major step in connecting atomic structure with the behavior of light and energy. So, as you can see, each new model improved the old one because scientists found new evidence. As new discoveries were made, scientists adjusted their ideas to match the result of experiments. This shows that science is not fixed. It grows and changes as we learn more about the world. The development of the atomic model is a great example of how scientists' knowledge becomes more accurate over time. Now, please work with your group to carefully arrange this timeline chart in the correct order. Start from the oldest atomic model and moving toward the most modern one. Make sure to discuss each scientist's contribution with your group member so that everyone understands how the atomic model developed over time. Finish? Okay, let's check together what comes first. Now take a closer look at each card and think careful about the order of events. Try to remember which scientists introduced their model earliest and which one come later. We will compare your arrangement with the correct timelines step by step.
Dalton, Thomson, Rutherford, and Bohr.
Excellent. That is the correct order. You did a great job arranging the timeline based on the development of atomic model. This shows that you understand how scientific ideas change and improve over time. Now, please answer the true or false question based on our discussion. You have 1 minute. Read a statement careful and think about what we have just learned about the atomic model. Make sure you remember the key ideas from a scientist's contribution. Try to answer as accurately as possible within the time given. Are you ready? Let's begin. Okay guys, are you finished? If you are done, please submit your paper now. Make sure you have written your name and completed of the question before turn it in. Once you have submitted your paper, you might sit quickly while we wait for everyone to finish. And thank you for working carefully to finish today's lesson. Let's take a moment to reflect. Why did scientists change the atomic model over time?
Because new evidence was found.
Exactly. Science keeps developing as new discoveries appear. And did work to digest, and thank you.